Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Smith. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 3rd. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action, now Thompson Robinson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what the offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
He's got him in, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Smith throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Seahawks at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Smith.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You look at this Browns defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And taken at the 46. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say it very solid.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he is going to go down. They sack him on a final play of the first quarter. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. A 4-yard
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And some room to roam now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This from 36 yards out.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
From the gun, it's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Smith here, an audible at the line. That's caught at the 1. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
77 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well. To throw is DTR. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Seahawks 8,
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
A gear for Walker running right.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Well, he's going to take this right to the line to gain. Awfully close, but they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works all the same. First down. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like, oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Follow your man. The blocks.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out.
Yo. The hell happened? What going on? Hakeem, I'm in a Madden game in any given Sunday, and I think my opponent is throwing the game. I just want to know why my opponent is throwing the game in this Madden game. Oh, I know what it is. My opponent has a breakout game on defense. Huh? No, not at all. But when I throw a pick, right, he just runs everybody away. And it's because he doesn't want me to get tackled. Because you know how to use yards, you feel me? So you got to, when you need less yards, the best way to not allow a lot of yards is to throw a lot of pick sixes. Damn, you was scared to shoot before? I ain't even got my jump shot down all the way. And was never scared to put that bitch in the air. Nope. I guess I'm just going to start padding Nick Chubb's stats. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm up 47-8 right now. This is disgusting. But, okay. I'll take the dub. I'm trying to make the playoffs. Yeah, let's go ahead and press him. This shit is so weird, bro. I've never had my opponent pad my stats before. I don't think I've ever seen that before in my life. Yeah, Hakeem, the Seahawks on your schedule in any given Sunday? If he is, he looking like easy dubs. You know, I put up 54, and I still got half a game of football. Or they got you out there breaking out of this clutch time. Man, Bryce, y'all niggas got off last night, and they had me playing point guard. It was okay. I couldn't really score because I don't have the ball handling to get my own shot consistently. Like a 70 is good. You know, it's 70 good enough to where, you know, I'm not If I need to, I can put the ball on the ground. But I shouldn't be running no. Yeah, but I shouldn't be running the one. Yeah, but outside of that, I was balling. I am in Madden. This game is not a sweat game. I'm up 50 points on this nigga. I am up 50 points right now, Bryce. I am not in a sweat game. Yeah, motion. No, I'm in Madden. Why would he go empty? I don't get this. I never understood. I mean, run an empty set when he's sending 6, and I know I can only block 5. Look, now that nigga screaming through the A-gap. Someone. I'm so confused right now. I don't get what's going on. You talking to your kid? She said she do know how to entertain herself, nigga. You just born. Come on, Miles Garrett. He caught that shit. Anything to keep the clock moving at this point. I'm ready to get out of this game. This shit is like close games. They stressful, but they can be fun. I'm not having no fun being up 50. Yeah, he is an unserious. That's an unserious person right there. I mean, just pass the ball, Hakeem. Sound like that's all you got to do. Sound easy to me. Yeah, I wouldn't. I stand by Buddy's statement. Because if I'm on my two-way sharp and I'm open, I'm still going to want the ball. Regardless of field goal percentage. I need that rock, my boy. Oh yeah, that's bad. Come on, Myles Garrett. Come on, man. Kick the field goal. You don't have to do this, man. Why is my opponent like this? When can I? What are the rules at in this bitch? When can I chew clock? Can't chew clock till it's less than 3 minutes in the game. That's fine. Yeah. So next time I get the ball, I'm chewing clock. Yes, sir. Chew clock is in effect. I just realized how close Steph Curry was to being 40, 50, 90 for his career. Not the closest, but pretty damn close. 47, 42, 90. What is that, 91? I'm down. I'm just try and get out this fucking game. It was that bad. Yay, he scored again with no time left, cutting the lead to 30. Get me away from this nigga, bro. Cause he can't quit. You can't quit out of this. You gotta sit here and play through the whole thing. I think we could just take that in the 3v3. How would I not be on the team? Is it two separate invites? That shit's kind of weird, but alright. Yes, sir. Grant Telpick with the +1 speed. Yes, sir. Denzel Ward with +1 speed. New injury. Who the fuck got hurt? That's right.